Alright, I've just got a very simple spot I want to look at today. I'm playing against an 8911, so he seems to fit the very volatile variety of fish. I like to put in a 1/3 C bet on the flop here, and my rationale behind that is I don't really enjoy the prospects of facing a check raise against a stack size this short. Whereas if he's got a larger stack, I can withstand a check raise much better. But if he were to check raise here and then, well, this is kind of the nature of the video, is doing basic arithmetic as I'm playing. Uh, as his hand transpired yesterday, I got kind of lazy and just kind of hit a button instead of doing better math mentally. Anyway, if you would have raised to 6 here, yeah, this is just what I really seem to challenge, to struggle with it quite a lot. If he raises to 6 here, um, nope, 12, so it'd be 17 in the middle, and he'd have 24 behind, so that basically gives him a relatively comfortable stack to just jam turns, and I'm not thrilled about getting check raised for that reason, because I think he can just play a 2-street game more easily with this stack depth. So anyway, we bank the Nutter Butters on the turn, and then he donks half pot. And this is where I always get confused, because my mental math doesn't seem to compute here. It's always on the turn, and it's always trying to deduce the best sizing to geometrically build the pot and have him comfortably stack off in rivers. So what I ended up doing here is I ended up just hitting the half pot button, and then let's see, that's just way too small, and kind of just hoping that it would size to the right amount. So what I'd like to do in this video is spend some time coming up with the best solution, kind of just a guideline for how to do some very, very simple arithmetic. So I've got a pretty good idea of how to geometrically size it based on SPR. Oh man, I'm gonna stare at this for a while. Honestly, I really can't think of any easy way to do this other than systematically going through the different sizing possibilities in my mind and then adding and subtracting. So for instance, maybe I think $12 is a viable option here. So I'll put in 12, he matches it, it's 24, it's 36 in the middle, and the difference between 12 and 367 is, let's just say 8. So he would have 7, or let's just round up to 26. He would have $18 left, and what was it, $34 pot, I think, 12, 12, 32. So that would leave him slightly over half pot. Perhaps I think $11 is a better sizing. Um, Compared to 12, but then again, we should probably be charging the fish the most amount um, if he's ever going to play a call and fold riverline, then maybe we should just be charging the max amount on the turn here. within reason. And obvious hands which he might call a lot on the turn to fold are heart draws. I guess a part of me justified the laziness, hoping that he would just 3-bet me on the turn here. But that is quite presumptuous, and I was really just trying to find a way to be lazy and not have to confront the fact I can't do basic arithmetic in this spot. I think I was going to make up another excuse and say it was near the end of a session, which it was. And I think I was, not that I was looking at results, but I think I could intuit at the time that I was winning. And that's generally when I get lazy. I'm just wondering if that's to do with any sort of success barriers or something, or just simply the fact that I feel satiated that today I'm having positive results. Because conversely, on days I'm losing, that's when I become more hypercritical of spots like this. I don't think it's fear of success or failure. I think it is, well, ultimately it is, because I'm chasing the win. So the criteria of success is met once I've intuited that I'm having positive results for the day. So, cliff notes being, I just need to check myself mentally when I feel the laziness seeping into my game. Anyway, what happens is he calls here, and then the worst case scenario happens where, well, not worst case, but I basically leave him a little under a pot-sized bet, which might be unnatural to call off with compared to like a two, like somewhere between a half pot and 3/4 bet. So I could have picked better sizing on the turn here. Instead of hitting a button, I should have just made it. Let's try to figure out the best sizing. Probably somewhere between 10 and 11, for sure. Probably like 1075 is what I should have made it. So just something pretty easy to work on. I'm not playing. I'm only 4-tabling, so it's not like I have any excuse to be lazy in those spots. Got one more marked hand just for fun. Um, and I get him to call off with ace queen. We have no history whatsoever, so uh, I found it kind of interesting. He would float and then call here. Maybe he was tilted or simply putting me on exactly hearts. But either way, I noted him for being a little ambitious there. So today, I think I should hit my 50,000 hand milestone, which is exciting. I would probably normally do 100K, but since I'm only 4-tabling, I don't mind doing 50K bankroll, or not bankroll, graph checks moving forward. I know I've kind of been undisciplined in that respect, as I've been trying to divorce myself as much as I can from results given circumstances of trying to aggressively shoot higher stakes as I move up. Anyway, pretty short and sweet video, and I will make another one tomorrow.